hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On first down, Darnold. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Here's Darnold now on second down. He sets to fire deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Fournette, a first down carry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go play action here on first down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Third and long here for Mariota. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
To throw Mariota. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Second down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota to throw it. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A first down carry for Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And I know we're in the early going here, but they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mariota. And that's caught by Smith. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go now.
On second down, Darnold. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Completes it to Lee. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Maybe a free play here for Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the player's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mariota. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Mariota hands to Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14th. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way.
Guy's man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
the shotgun. Here's Darnold. That's caught by Kelly. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Darnold on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tevin Coleman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Barely got the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here, 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a handoff to Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
One.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mariota now. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. The 20. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Kellen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Darnold from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go! Green,
Here's
39.
Darnold.
Green, 39.
And this is caught at the 8th. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And Davis has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Three.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Darnold. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And the busy night for Henry continues. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mariota to sneak it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The pitch to Fournette. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Here we go now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, it's Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Now let's go.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.